One of the most popular events in Pokemon GO is bringing this insane Pokemon, and if you do not know about this information, you're gonna miss out on something amazing. Good morning and God bless. We have one of the craziest announcements and one of the best announcements for our Classic Community Day returning. And I love this Pokemon in specific, and you're gonna love it too because of how insane this Pokemon is. And in fact, it is the number 3 steel type in Pokemon GO. That's how hard you have to grind this event. This is going to be Beldum Community Day. Beldum Community Day starts on August 18th and it goes all the way from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And you're going to want to play all these 3 hours. So first off, let's start off with the event bonuses. The 1 in 25 shiny rate for Beldum. Beldum is going to be spawning literally everywhere, so you won't have problems fighting it unless you're in a place with nowhere. So there's going to be 3-hour incense as well as 1 hour or 3-hour lure module as well. I would highly recommend if you go to a place with a bunch of Pokestops, just lay some lure modules down, and while you have your incense on, you could walk around and do the event. Get as much spawns as possible. 1/4 hatch distance eggs. That is really important with this event because you can literally hatch anything. If you have 12-kilometer eggs from this Team Rocket event, which hopefully you were grinding for, but also keep in mind the glitch is still hasn't been patched. So if you encounter way too many rockets, you will get banned. And that way too many is 50 to 60. So just don't grind it too hard, but try and get some 12-kilometer eggs nonetheless, because like I said, you can use the 1/4 hatch distance in this event. 5 snapshots, photo bombs. Highly recommend doing these, and the main reason is just because you get 5 free spawns. And I usually do this around the very beginning of the event when I'm not really around too many parks. Highly recommend going for that as well. Between 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. as well, even 2 hours after the event, you can evolve Metang, and the main reason you want to catch Beldum is for the evolved Metagross that has Meteor Mash. Meteor Mash is going to be the best attack against Metagross, and like we've said, Metagross is the number 3 steel type in Pokemon GO. That's how insane this is. Here's some tips that I want you guys to hear so you guys can play this as best as possible. Obviously, at the very beginning of the event, pop your incense. That's going to be super important. As well as lucky eggs and star pieces, I highly recommend as well. You don't get extra XP or extra Stardust just normally. So if you plan on catching a bunch of Beldum, go for it. As well as the excellent throw isn't that difficult to hit when it comes to Beldum. It's a pretty easy circle to hit and it's not too far away for Beldum. So go for the lucky egg, you get a lot of XP as well as Stardust as well. If you're going to catch a bunch of Pokemon, might as well use the Stardust. As well as there is a $1 special research. Every single time we get that, we get minimum about 2 or 3 Beldum. We could get star pieces or lucky eggs potentially, but mainly you'll get a Metagross, and more than likely it might have Meteor Mash. If not, you're going to get Metang in the research, and Metang can evolve into Metagross, which will give you Meteor Mash. As well as there's going to be Pokestop showcases. Make sure you guys join up in these. If you guys do get first places in these, you guys get a higher and faster way to get the Professor Research Pikachu. This is one of the rarest Pikachus in game right now. And in order to get the Professor's Research Pikachu, you do have to win 100 showcases. I'm at 11 right now. I still need to get 89 more. So I hope eventually I'll be able to do it, but who knows. And if you want to get more candies for Beldum to get as many 100% IV and maxed out Meteor Mash Metagrosses, this is what I'd recommend. Make sure you Mega Evolve one of these 3 Mega Pokemon because they're Steel types. Aggron, Mega Lucario, or Scizor. Like I've said, you get more candy if you Mega Boost a Pokemon of the same type that you're going to catch. So, if you're doing this Community Day, make sure you evolve a Steel type Pokemon, since this will help you get more candies. More candies the better, especially because maxing out a Pokemon is going to take minimum about 500 candies. I would say maybe 496, plus you get about 496 XL candy. So make sure you're grinding and make sure you catch as many Pokemon as possible, because the more Pokemon you catch, the more chances of getting the XL candy. And then once you transfer, you have more of a chance there. As well as if you wanted to go further, you can catch the Pokemon, trade the Pokemon, which you get a chance for XL, and then transfer the other person that you traded his Pokemon, literally maximizing the way to get XL. Highly recommend doing so. That's what I would do personally. I would catch all the Pokemon, transfer some, or not even transfer yet. I would trade it to one of my friends, and then once I trade that, all of it's done. If it's not lucky, if it's not 100%, I'll just transfer it. Either way, I've had my better chances of getting my XL candy. If you want to maximize getting XL, do that. And as we've said already, Metagross is the number 3 steel type attacker in Pokemon Go. This is a fully steel type attack Pokemon, and now we're going to go over why and what Metagross is good against and why you really need this number 3 attacker in Pokemon Go. When I face off Pokemon becoming Megas in Pokemon Go is it's been in Pokemon cards before. There was a collection box on Pokemon cards like 8-9 years ago, and it was one of my favorite collection boxes. It's on the screen, but this is one of my resemblance and one of my ways of thinking that's going to come to Pokemon Go. But with the fact that we're getting this classic community day, we could be building up for Mega Metagross being released Pokemon Go. No one has talked about it, but like I've said, every single time I've seen in Pokemon cards that it's been a Mega, more than likely it comes to Pokemon Go. Mega Scizor, that's been an EX and Breakpoint. There's so many different examples I can give, but potentially Mega Metagross could be coming to Pokemon Go, and if so, that's going to be a super insane, because if Metagross alone is the number 3, I can only imagine if Mega Metagross might be the number 1 attacker. So make sure you grind this event, because Mega Metagross could be coming to Pokemon Go soon, especially with the fact that if we're getting this classic community day, it would be more than likely that Niantic is going to line up something like this. We've been getting a bunch of raid event days. Mega Metagross could be coming next. We just got Mega Lucario, as well as that could be our September. If you guys don't know, in one of my recent videos, I went over some of the details of some event leaks that we've gotten, as well as some days like raid day events where we went over some of the dates for that, and potentially September that could be Metagross. With the fact that we're getting this community day, it would make sense as we build up a bunch of these candies and we're pretty stocked out for it. It would make sense for this drop. That's not confirmed. That is kind of just a theory that I have, but I feel like this theory would make sense with the fact that we're leading up with this classic day, and it would be a great time for a Mega Pokemon to be released, because as of right now, we have no idea what else raid day could be, and that could be a huge potential. Also as well, Pokemon Go World Cup is going to be happening on the 16th and it's going to the 20th. The main reason I bring this up is for us, the players. There's stuff in specific that we're going to be getting during this event that you want to know about. Just to quickly go over, I have made a video about it. If you want to check it out, I'll have it as the iCard. But just to quickly go over some of the key details for this event is we are getting a new costume Pikachu, which can be potentially shiny, which is absolutely amazing. We haven't gotten a detailed type of Pikachu since the birthday event, so I'm really excited to grind for this. However, the only way to get it is from research tasks as well as from raids. But keep in mind, research tasks and raids will have the boosted rate. But we know from raids it's 1 in 64, but I don't know from research in specific. We just know it's going to be boosted. As well as Mindfu is going to be another new shiny release, and shiny Mindfu is a really cool looking Pokemon, and in the difference, it's blue. That's insane. I had to say it in emphasis because of how cool it is. Shiny Mindfu is going to be coming to Pokemon Go, and it's going to be the same way as the Pikachu, where you can only get it from research and raids. However, like I said, it will be a better chance for you to get it shiny, as well as there'll be a bunch of cool spawns in the wild that relate to PvP. So Pokemon that are good in Great League will be spawning in the wild. But like I said, if you want to know all those details, check out the iCard video. That will give you all the information for the event. So I think that's all I can think of as of right now of the details for everything in this event. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. More info in these 2 videos of events coming soon that you're going to want to see, and don't miss out. God bless. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Have a great day.